In today's video, I'm going to show you can get rid of a drawer full of screwdrivers like this and replace it with an all-in-one model. And you're looking at the two most advanced and highest rated screwdrivers on the market. This one's from Klein tools and the other is from Milwaukee. And you might think that these all-in-one screwdrivers are the same, but you'd be completely wrong. Most of them use this design. You've got to pull out the shaft, figure out where the bit is you want, and they're generally a pain to use. But these two are designed differently. You don't have to hunt around for any bits. They're contained within the tool, and each one of them has some pretty innovative features. This Milwaukee version is a 9-in-1 tool, meaning it has 9 functions, but many of these things are kind of misadvertised because you think that you're getting 9 bits, but in fact this one only has 7. Now it does include the most common. You've got square drive, Phillips along with flathead, but this one has a ratcheting design. So for many people, this single feature is going to be a reason they might want to consider it. You can just flip this switch to the position you want, and this ratcheting mechanism is going to make driving screws a lot faster. And you can also put the ratcheting mechanism in a middle position, and that locks it so you can use it like a traditional screwdriver. And you can load those 7 bits right into the bottom of the tool. They kind of load in like a revolver, but when you want to remove them, fortunately they don't shake out because they're held in with a magnet inside. You just give a slight push, and then you can pull the bit out that you want. Milwaukee's bits on this tool are really good. They're chrome coated, and that should give them a bit more protection if they're exposed to any type of moisture. One thing to be aware of on the Milwaukee is everything is open. Now this is good because you can easily identify the tools, but unfortunately in the field or if you're working outside, most of these areas are going to get filled with dirt, and those things might kind of jam up over time. The grip on this tool is excellent, but unfortunately there's not enough of it. Because of that open design, your thumb ends up on top of the bits, and you could accidentally push them out, and it's not really comfortable for all-day use. The best feature on the Milwaukee is it's a ratcheting screwdriver, but unfortunately part of the design seems to allow a lot of play at the end. When I wiggle the shaft, you can see that even the mechanism is moving quite a bit. Now any multifunctional screwdriver is going to always have some amount of play, but I kind of felt this one was a bit too much. The Milwaukee's a 9-function tool. They include 7 screwdriver bits, but then you've also got a nut driver built right into the base of the shaft. But the Milwaukee's got one more function and most people don't even know it's there. It's this small hole going through the shaft, and you can use that to bend wire. Now that's going to be handy if you're doing any type of electrical work because it's going to help you make perfect loops to connect to things like outlets and switches. You can also use those Milwaukee bits in any standard power tool or any type of quick connect fitting. And this is Klein's top of the line 14-in-1 screwdriver. Now first glance this thing looks pretty small. It measures at just over 7 inches, but this thing has a bunch of surprises that are all hidden inside the screwdriver. At the end of the screwdriver is this mechanism, and when you press it in, you can actually extend the screwdriver's length. Along the shaft are a bunch of detents, and as that mechanism moves, it locks into multiple settings. So now you can have this screwdriver be anywhere between 7 inches and over 10 inches long. That means this one's going to get into tighter spaces, but when you're not using it, you can collapse it down, and it's going to take a lot less space. Now the Milwaukee's 9-in-1 tool is the biggest model they make, but this Klein really has 14 functions, and you get at them by pulling this end cap off. It doesn't have any kind of lock, but it does have a magnet that keeps it in position. And once you're inside, you can rotate through all the bits. You've got square drive, Phillips head, flathead, ECX, and even some Torx drivers. And I wanted to make sure those bits stayed put, so I tried banging the tool, dropping it, and the bits never fell out of the holders. They could slide around a little, but because of the design, they could never break free. The tip on the Klein is also magnetized, and it's a 1/4-inch nut driver. Now the Klein isn't a ratcheting screwdriver, and that could be a deal breaker for some people, but the benefit is look at the grip. It's full size, and I don't have any of those comfort problems that I have with the Milwaukee. Now if you're going to be using this thing all day long, you're going to really appreciate having that rubber going end to end. But now for the biggest question, which one should you buy and which one was the best? Well, the real answer is both of these tools are awesome, they're super well made, and they each do the job well. But if you want the most comfortable tool in the smallest package, the Klein is going to be the clear winner. But if you've got to have a ratcheting screwdriver, or you want those chrome-coated bits that could be helpful if you're working outdoors a lot, the Milwaukee would be a great choice. But either way, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos coming up.